What's going on, everybody? Welcome to 305 to the Bay podcast. This is episode 2. We're your hosts. My name is Chris.
My name's Marvin.
And week 1 is upon us.
Week 1 is here. The best time of the year, ain't it?
Yo, the best freaking time of the year, bro. I can't tell you how excited I am. Like, I feel like I wait all year for football season, and then the off season is just me waiting on football season.
It's by far the longest 6 to 7 month stretch.
It's terrible, man.
In the year.
But the good news is we don't got to worry about that no more, baby. It's week 1, man.
No, we don't, man. Week 1's here. Just like you said, man. A lot of stuff has happened, right? We saw the preseason unfold. Mm-hmm. We've got the rosters finalized, right? And as of earlier today, we actually have our first depth chart out.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Can't say anything surprised me there. Chris, what do you think? Did anything surprise you regarding the depth chart or?
Nothing really surprised me. I mean, I'm a little disappointed. Like, I'm disappointed in Cam Smith right now.
Yeah.
For going on PUP. Nothing really surprised me though, to be honest with you. It's kind of like what we expected.
Right.
But I mean, I'm not like super upset at our depth chart right now, to be honest with you. I feel like we got more depth than people are realizing we have.
Absolutely. I think the only area of concern is still going to be the depth around the offensive line.
Yep.
One of the most underrated signing past all the cut down dates and everything like that was the re-signing of Kendall Lamb.
Yeah. You feel like that's a good signing?
We needed him back on the offensive to be our backup offensive tackle.
Yeah, I mean, he knows the system. He's been here before.
Right, exactly.
You feel like that was a good piece.
Exactly. And, I mean, when you play that into the receiving room, which I do feel like we have the best in the division and probably one of the best in the NFL, to be quite honest with you.
Dude, I saw a ranking. We're not even in the top 10 in a lot of rankings. They're sleeping a lot on our receiving core right now.
We're going to talk a lot about rankings and how off I think that the national media is. But, hey.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is, man.
Look, man, I'd rather be underrated than overrated all day, every day.
Right. Absolutely. So, I mean, we got the depth chart out. I will say with the with the receiving room we do have, right? Mm-hmm. Looking at the ugly side of it all, I do feel like we probably have one of the worst tight end rooms.
Oh, yeah, we have a terrible tight end room. But the thing is, we might not. Like, we have no idea if Darren Waller is still good.
Very true.
You know, like he's a complete coin flip to me. So if Darren Waller sucks, yes. If Darren Waller's good, we're in good shape, man.
The good news is, right? Silver lining, he's practicing this week.
Yep.
Right? He's been getting ramped up, I think, since about a week and a half ago. I don't know how that's going to gel come Sunday. I don't know what to expect from that one, so that's going to be a pretty big question mark.
It is.
But just to know that he's back out there on the practice field, knowing that he's, getting those reps in now, I think it's a huge plus.
It is. And I want to believe in Darren Waller, bro. Like, yeah. I'm optimistic. You know that I'm always optimistic, man.
Right.
And I want to believe that if Jonnu Smith could have a career year in this system, that Darren Waller can do that too.
Yeah.
You know? So if he could stay healthy and be what he used to, that's the thing. It's like he's 31 now.
Yeah.
So can he, I mean, tight ends, they don't age quite as quickly as like a running back or something, but
no. It's
still, can he be in like football shape and can he be like close to what he used to be? If so, then I think I'm pretty optimistic about it.
Right. I know a lot of that is going to depend on him. I'm more so concerned with the blocking element.
Yeah.
If you were to tell me that this was the type, I mean, no, not even really. I mean, when we were looking at the depth chart, we got Darren Waller, Julian Hill, and then Tanner Conner. Tanner Conner has been
this man's been hanging on the roster, bro. He's like hanging on to us for years.
He's been hanging on by a thread for years. That's right. And Julian Hill, I feel like I'd be a little bit more convinced or a little bit more confident in a couple years back with his blocking, but just from what I saw from him last year, I don't know what Julian Hill we're gonna get. I do feel like it's been a rough training camp for Julian Hill. But clearly the Dolphins see something in him that that we're not catching on. I don't know if he's gonna be the new Liam or not, but
I don't know, man.
It seems like they're really hanging on to him, dude. So I mean, like we said, Rosters are already out and official.
Yep.
With that came the announcement of the 6-team captains, right?
Yep.
Which included Tua Tagovailoa, Aaron Brewer, Alec Ingold on the offensive side. We got Bradley Chubb, Zach Sealer, and Jordan Brooks on the defensive side. Mm-hmm. Initial thoughts once hearing those?
I like where we're at. I like that we got 3 on offense, 3 on defense. I would have liked to see a DB in there because I feel like our DB room needs like a leader, an appointed leader, sort of. It would have been cool to see that, but then again, it's like who are we gonna put in there as captain, right?
The only one that I felt like may have been one of those that we can would be Minka, but the problem is
he just got here. You know, that's the only thing.
Right.
I thought that too. Minka would be. He is the perfect. He's the alpha of that DB room, right?
Yep.
It's just you don't got the reps with us yet. So
right. But I share the same sentiment. I feel like those 6 that we went ahead and actually appointed as captains, probably the best fitting. Right? Yeah. I mean, Alec Ingold, man, he's been a captain. He's been
Alex Ingold, he's that guy, bro. I like him as a locker room presence. He feels like a leader.
Yep.
Obviously Tua, Aaron, and I like Aaron Brewer. I like that we got an offensive lineman in there. Like that's the most important piece of our offense, bro.
Yeah.
So.
It was hard to miss regarding these 6, right? It'd be to me now after kind of like looking through that captain list.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to sell me on why any of them shouldn't get it. So I'm glad we picked the players voted who they voted for. But the talk of the town, the talk around Dolphin Nation isn't necessarily who did get picked, but who didn't. It's
Tyreek,
right?
Man.
So I agree. I mean, I feel like honestly, let's focus on who was voted as voted as a captain and not who wasn't.
Yeah.
But for the sake of of controversy, right, or for the sake of conversation, I should say.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Dolphins or the players, really? Because it was really
not voting Tyreek.
Not voting Tyreek.
I mean, Tyreek does not deserve to be a captain. Obviously, like I don't think anyone would disagree with that statement. Like you can't quit on the team, right? Like you quit on the team, he's not a captain. But what I'm hoping for, and this is me being optimistic again, is that this kind of like lights a fire in Tyreek a little bit because he says he wants to be here. He says he's all in.
Yep.
Like after all that stuff happened, so maybe he's treating this like as like a prove myself again year, and that's obviously being optimistic. But that's what I would love to see out of that. I think that's really like the reason for something like that, right? Mm-hmm. To show somebody you can't just do whatever you want and expect there to be, no ramifications or anything,
Absolutely. He needs to prove right now he could be a leader without the C on his chest.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think he needs the title, right, to go and
be a leader
and portray what a leader is or just show by example, right?
Right.
From the second that comment happened, right, it's been probably one of the more tumultuous seasons for Tyreek.
Yeah.
But then you also hear kind of the good things coming out of camp leading into minicamp and OTAs and all that good stuff, right? He's been communicating with Robert Prince, which is the new receiving coach. He's been super. He's been in the facility every day, right? Super communicative.
Yeah,
with all
like we're hearing a lot of great things.
We're hearing a lot of great things. Just continue doing that. Right?
Yeah,
continue doing that. I don't. To your point, I think that this is a prove it year for him. I think this is exactly what he needed.
Yeah.
But to be completely honest, there's no way they got this right.
They can't. They got it right. They got it right. The captains are, I think, more or less. We did a good job there with who we have as captains. I'm happy with that. It would have just been. It would have been fake, bro. Tyreek. It would have been just it would have been forced, bro. Right. Putting Tyreek there would just,
Right.
And I'm glad that he I feel as though he kind of sees where he's owning up to his mistakes, taking accountability, it seems. And so
I will say this. Captain, no captain, whatever it is, right? I still think if Tyreek is healthy, that boy about to be a menace.
Bruh, we're forgetting about who Tyreek Hill is. We talked about this last time, man. Tyreek Hill is like one of 2 receivers in the NFL that are like anomalies, bro. And he's healthy. Tyreek is, bro, he's just 1 season away from the best year of his life, bro.
Right.
And 2 is only 1 season away from the best year of his life.
Right.
So
I think that when you pair, just knowing the fact that we're going to go ahead and have Tyreek and Tua out there week 1, right? Mm-hmm. It gives me no reason to believe why we wouldn't.
And that's the thing that I'm always like, I always come back to when it's like the outlook of the season is like, I feel like we just did this a year ago where we were the most feared offense in the league, you know, for most of the year at least.
Yep.
And I mean, yeah, defenses have adapted, but like there's no way we didn't adapt too, you know? And so that's kind of one of the things I'm looking for coming into week 1 is like, you know, how have we kind of adapted to, how is Mike McDaniel to address that, right?
Mm-hmm. And I mean, health is wealth, right? I think one of the biggest things that happened last year was basically the disappearance of the run game as soon as Austin Jackson went out.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because the stretch of games, right, that Tua was out, the running game came alive, right?
Right,
running the ball up and down the field. Tua comes back and it completely flip-flopped, right? And I think we got to see how important Austin Jackson is in the run game, right? Yeah. So just knowing the fact that everyone is healthy on the offensive line, right? We still have Devon Achane. Like my whole thing with that, with gearing up for week 1, right? And looking at the outlook of the season, right?
Yeah.
I think I mentioned it last episode, but we've got premier players in really important spots.
We do, bro. We
like
do.
Very
and that's
important spots.
Bro,
and
really
for some reason, people are very quick to dismiss that, and I think they're banking on Tua getting hurt again.
Bro, if we just look at the rosters, we might have the best roster in the AFC East. Like, just roster.
I think so.
Like, we're close, bro. Like, I mean, we have a lot of talent on our team. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like not really the issue. It's like, can we put it all together and can Tua stay healthy?
Right.
You know?
Because when Tua's out there, I don't have too much concern. I mean, the record alone says it, right? Our record.
Yeah, I feel a lot more comfortable about our team when Tua's. I believe we're a playoff team when Tua's out there. You know.
Yeah. But again, just kind of going back to the roster outlook, right? I think we have a really deep linebacking core, right? With Jordan Brooks, Tyrell Dodson, Willie Gay, KJ Britt.
We do
really good inside linebacker core group. Our edge rushers probably. Next to the receiving room is probably the best room in the.
Yeah, I think it's a 1A, 1B, honestly, bro.
Yeah,
I think our edge rush. Yeah, I think our room of edge rushers is good, bro. Like,
just got to get to the quarterback.
And can we stay healthy?
Right, exactly.
Right.
Well, I mean, knowing that now, right? As we mentioned, week 1 is on the horizon. We're a few days away, honestly, 48 hours away from kickoff, just from the commencement of the season, right? When we look at the matchup against the Indianapolis Colts, right? A lot of question marks there too, right? I think they hit the nail on the head with the Tyler Warren pick. I expect him to be good. I don't know how he's going to come out firing this Sunday, right? But I expect him to be a dog. But you have Daniel Jones and
I mean the Colts have the Colts have talent, bro. I mean, they got JT. We can't forget about JT, bro.
We can't.
He's still one of the best running backs in the league. Michael Pittman's no scrub. Josh Downs is no scrub. I mean, Tyler Warren.
Yep.
I'm not too worried about Daniel Jones. But, I mean, he's not like – he's obviously better than A-Rich. And he's a serviceable quarterback, you know? So, I mean, they're not trash, right? But I'm excited to see how our defense hangs with them, especially our secondary.
Right. I think, and I actually segue to the question I wanted to ask you. You know, what are you? Forget the result, right? Win, lose, draw, whatever it may be. What are you expecting to see from the Fins? What are some things that you say, hey, regardless of how this game goes, I expect to see this from them?
Ooh, what do you think?
I would say the constant pressure on the quarterback.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I would hope to see, Chop, JP, Bradley get home, right? I would love. I'm very fascinated and I'm intrigued about how this interior defensive line rotation works.
Yeah, that's a thing I'm excited to see about too. I'm excited to see how like JP comes back after the injury and like how his you know, how he looks in a regular season game. I'm excited to see Kenneth Grant. I agree with you on that. I want to see us protect the quarterback. I want to see our offensive line go to work.
Yeah.
Because the Colts' defensive front isn't bad, bro. You know what I mean?
Right. I think that, well, I mean, it's what we address, right? First 2 rounds of the draft. We go Kenneth Grant first round. Jonas Savai and I, we were aggressive in getting him, right? It's us putting our chips into where it matters and what we've been complaining about and we've been worried about for years, and that's the trenches.
Right.
We've got to see, my expectations are we've got to see some dividends from those investments, right?
We got to, bro.
Now,
we got to.
It's week 1, right? We're asking a lot out of our rookie guard and our rookie D tackle, right? So I don't expect to see something, I'm not going to really use the word dominant, right? But yeah, to your point, we give Tua some time.
Yeah,
right?
like I think arguably this is like the best O-line he's ever had. And I'd like to see if it's true. That's how I feel going into the year. I want to see if that's true. And I also want to see our offense find that rhythm again. Like, I don't know if it'll happen week 1, but I'm tired of these like bubble screens on 3rd and long, bro.
Pushing the ball downfield.
Yeah, I want to see our offense find a little bit of a rhythm.
It felt, so correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't it feel in 2023 that any time Tua dropped back and throw, that was going to be a smooth completion down the middle, a bomb down the sideline? By far the funniest year we've watched of offensive football, right?
I was excited as hell every time we got the ball, bro.
And it's crazy. And I understand the skepticism, right, behind the Dolphins offense, because it didn't just downgrade a little bit, right? It looked like everything was so hard to get. Like it was so difficult to earn, you know, or difficult to push the ball downfield last year. I mean, honestly, even when Tua came back.
Yeah, honestly.
So that's something that I'm hoping to see is, you know,
I really want to see that.
Having the opportunity to go and push the ball downfield, right? Get some big chunk plays in.
Yeah, and it's like I understand, like, you know, we get the 2 high safety more than anyone else in the league, any other team in the league. I understand that, but it's like other teams get the 2 high safety too, right? And they're able to make shit happen. Like the Bengals are getting the 2 high safety. And Jamar Chase is still leading the league in almost every wide receiver stat. So, and Joe Burrow's balling. So we got to be able to adapt this year, I think, you know.
And that's going to be a true testament to how McDaniel has grown, or if he has grown, right? Because the way he manages the game, or his play calling, his attitude behind the team, that's a whole different, you know, conversation that we could go ahead and get into at another time. But that's another point of what I'm interested to see is how does McDaniel manage this game if it comes down to a point where we really are going to rely on him. Well, honestly, it doesn't matter how the game script turns out. I want to see how he manages his game.
Yeah. So I agree with that for sure.
The next thing, right? Now that we talked about a little bit about kind of like what we expect and what we're hoping to see. What are you hoping not to see?
Okay. Bubble screens on 3rd and long. I don't want to see any of that. I want to see Tua stay poised, man. Obviously, we've seen him get a little rattled in like the Texans game last year, where he just looked like, you know, he looked jittery. You know, I want to see him. And usually week 1, Tua is pretty sharp, you know. So I expect that, you know.
I got a stat for you.
Okay. All right, talk to me, man.
It was very interesting as soon as I came across it, as soon as I pull it back up here in just a second. So it was a stat revolving week 1s, right? The Dolphins have never lost a week 1 game, a season opening game under the Mike McDaniel regime.
Okay.
Right? So we got the Patriots in 2022. We've got that crazy game up in LA in 2023 where we won late in the game.
Oh yeah, the Chargers game. That was one of my favorite games of Tua's career for sure.
And then obviously the week 1 game against Jacksonville last year where we started off kind of slow.
Is McDaniel's 3rd year?
This is fourth year.
Okay,
this is fourth year, right? There is a team that has not won a week 1 game since 2013.
The Colts.
Guess who that team is?
The Colts.
Exactly.
All right, man.
So we got
slam the Dolphins money line, bro.
So that being said, all right.
And we're by the way, we're an underdog in this game, bro.
We are. I think as the last time I checked, we were maybe about. I mean, it was only
like
minus a point and a half,
yeah,
but
something.
Yes. The odds makers in Vegas, they went ahead and said that they believe in Daniel Jones more than the Miami Dolphins.
Jesus Christ, bro.
That's where they have us at. They have us now at -1 or +1. I'm sorry, I should say. They have us at +1 now. So I mean,
it's crazy what 1 year can do to you, bro.
It is,
because we would have been like a 7 to 14 point favorite. We would have been a 2 touchdown favorite in 2023.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy what one bad year can really do to like the perception of the team and whatnot. But I'm hoping that I don't know. I got a little more faith in us than that, bro.
I am. I feel like as the, especially with what was said today, right? We talked about, us being pretty much healthy, right?
Yeah.
We've got Ethan Bonner, who else? DS Scridge. They're not practicing, but other than them two,
pretty much the whole team is ready.
The whole team is ready to go. Right?
I mean, besides guys on IR, right? But
yeah, exactly. But even those guys are, again, our premier players at premier positions. Man, they're all healthy. They're ready to go.
Yeah, the guys we need are ready to go.
So I am hoping that we keep the streak alive.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm hoping that we keep their streak alive as well.
Yeah.
Right. So. I got the Fins winning, man. At the end of the day, I see where the Colts have gotten better on offense, minus the quarterback position. I mean, see where the Colts have gotten better. I know where their defense is at too.
Yeah.
I will say this: Xavier Howard is their corner.
He's starting too.
He's
starting, dude.
And he was out for all of last year. He didn't play in the league, right?
Bro, they just picked this guy up and he's starting, bro. Like. They just signed him like 2 weeks ago, bro.
I don't care if it's 10, if it's 17, if it's 6. One of those boys better cook Xavier Howard, bro.
Dog.
They're going to – one of those – I expect one of them
barbecue chicken, bro. Barbecue chicken, man.
Yeah, we expect that. Mike Hilton was here for a cup of coffee, but now he's with the Colts.
Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of respect. I love Xavier Howard. That's a Dolphins legend. Always will be. But he getting cooked on Sunday, bro.
He should.
Yeah.
He should.
As he should, man. Come on, man. You can't just jump off the couch and guard Tyreek Hill, bro.
No.
Like, let's be realistic here.
No, you can't. So they have him, in a pretty important spot with one of the best receiving rooms. So I expect us to take full advantage of that as well. What do you think regarding a score prediction? Realistically,
I'm thinking like 28-14.
You're thinking two tutties.
I think like 20. I think we are. I'm gonna go bold and I'm gonna say that 3-point spread. 28-14, bro. Miami on top.
It's really hard. So
it's really hard to predict, but I think I'm just going off of what I hope to happen and what I think. I got enough faith in Mike McDaniel to like adjust his scheme going into the year, and I think he's going to come out and surprise us. Mm-hmm. And I think we wipe the floor with these boys, man.
So you're predicting a blowout week one.
I mean, maybe not a blowout, but I think a 2-score lead. 2-score win. Yeah, 2-score win.
Here's what I'll say. I think that if it was any other team, right, even a playoff team from last year, right, I might be looking at it a little bit more cautiously. Again, I see where they made their improvements on offense, right? I could see them, their defense is pretty stout. I think that we come out and we score 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. 2 through the air with Tua. I know Tua is going to have 2 tutties at least, right? And whether it's Devon Achane on a run or Ollie Gordon, at the goal line, I think that gives us our third. I'm going to go with a 27-13.
Okay.
So maybe just a point lower.
Right. That's probably more realistic.
I got us getting some 2 field goals. I mean, we have Riley Patterson.
Leave room for some field goals. That makes sense.
We have Riley Patterson that we signed. We're going to elevate him from the practice squad.
Yeah.
Jason Sanders, unfortunately, is out, right? But I see us scoring 3 touchdowns, knocking in a couple field goals. And for the sake of, obviously, I don't really think they're going to get shut out at home on week 1. You know, whether it's Jonathan Taylor or somebody else finding the end zone, you know, I'll give him that. But I too think that we're going to get them up by 2 scores.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, man. I think we're good to go on the same page. So that being said, let's go through week 1 and see how we feel, man.
Are we doing the week 1 roundtable?
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
2-minute drill.
All right, man. All right, so let me pull up the full schedule week 1 real quick.
Right.
All right, so we got Thursday night, Dallas Eagles.
Yeah, it's Philly.
It's Philly. Yeah, it's Philly, bro.
It's Philly, man.
Yeah, okay. Philly's winning that game. I mean, you know, Dallas. I mean, I think their offense would be a little better than last year. They got George Pickens, and George Pickens ain't no scrub. But let's be realistic. Philly's whooping that ass, man.
Yeah,
Philly's mopping the floor with these guys. I'm sorry.
We've got a segment later on regarding who we think we're going to take divisions. I've got a hot take on Dallas. That I'll go ahead and I'll let that build for our later segment.
Okay.
Yeah, just I mean, with Dallas, man, it's you pretty much traded away your best shot at beating Philly or creating some type of disruption there.
Yeah,
obviously we already know who got traded and where he went.
Yeah, I mean, your defense is not going to be better without Micah Parsons, and they weren't that good last year. And even with Parsons,
and even with Micah in the lineup, I don't think they walk away with this game. So I got Philly winning their game. And then we got to start out the season.
Yep, agreed. All right, so Friday night, September 5th, we got Kansas City, LA. This is a tough one, and I honestly think LA takes them in week 1. I think Kansas City never. There's 2 ways to go about it. I do think LA wins this one, but they're playing in Brazil, so I could see Kansas City coming with some fireworks.
Yeah.
But I got LA week 1.
I'm going to go with Kansas City. It's just, I don't, especially it being neutral, right? Kansas City has pretty much owned LA in the regular season or whenever they decide to line up. They pretty much beat them. I don't see that changing. Again, LA is another team that I feel like is going to be pretty good this year, right? I love the Omari and Hampton pick. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see that rookie start showing out, but I'm not betting on Pat Mahomes. I'm not betting against. I feel like week 1, I feel like the Chiefs crazy stuff can happen.
Yeah. All right, I got LA, but I feel you.
All right.
Sunday we got a lot of games. Bucks, Falcons. The Bucks.
Give me the Bucks. Yeah. I'll take the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bucks.
Too much improvements with Atlanta right now.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on, and the jury's still out on Michael Penix.
Yeah.
Bucks. All right, Cincinnati, Cleveland. Honestly, the Bengals always play like shit week 1. Yeah. Give me Cleveland.
Give me Cleveland. They are that. I don't care if it's Old Man Joe or Shedeur Sanders throwing the ball. That Cincinnati Bengals defense, bro, they're lucky they re-signed Trey Hendrickson. Yeah. And so lucky.
Honestly, I think the Bengals are actually the worst team in that division.
Ooh,
I think the Bengals.
Take.
That's a take, bro. I think people forget that the Cleveland Browns just made the playoffs with Joe Flacco a year ago, and I think the Bengals are not their offense is great, don't get me wrong, but
I don't know about saying the worst. I will say that they won't lose. They won't win week 1. Notoriously, they start off slow. And Cleveland just, Cleveland usually has their numbers, especially early in the year. So I'll take Cleveland.
Yeah, right. 100%. All right, Miami, Indy. We talked about that. Miami, Vegas, New England. To be honest, bro, I got the Raiders.
I am unfortunately going to go with New England. I think the Vrabel regime starts off hot. I think Drake May, again, it pains me to say this, but I do think he is in a position to take a leap, and I think it starts off Sunday. So I got the Pats winning. Yeah,
that's a good one. But I think my reasoning is obviously the Raiders have not a lot going for them, but I think Pete Carroll and Geno Smith have a good relationship, and that he's played well under Pete Carroll before. And yeah, man, I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it with New England, bro.
True.
I'll believe it when I see it. Arizona, New Orleans. Okay, let's just Arizona, man.
Arizona, man.
The Saints have absolutely nothing going for them.
Spencer Rattler's starting. That's enough said.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I'm probably gonna just go against the Saints for the rest of the year. So just lock that in for the rest of the year, bro.
Yeah, good shit. Good job.
All right, so Pittsburgh, New York Jets. We'll go ahead and go with Pittsburgh there. I think. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh.
I think that the Justin Fields experiment in New York is going to be disastrous.
It already looks disastrous in camp, dude.
I think we're going to see flashes of that week one. Again, it's week one, right? So I try not to, over exaggerate on who does good and who does bad. I understand that. We've seen
it, bro, and we've tried. At least I wanted to see Justin Fields succeed, bro.
Same.
I've tried to be like, once he gets out of Chicago, all right. Well,
I don't believe the Jets are going to be too good, and I think Aaron Rodgers gets his revenge. Give me Pittsburgh.
Aaron Rodgers gets. I think actually Aaron Rodgers has a lot more left in the tank than people are realizing. I think.
Okay.
Towards the end of the year last year, he played relatively well.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go Pitt. Giants, Commanders. Let's go ahead. I'm going Commanders, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know, man.
Am I gonna go and give out our first upset of the week?
I don't know, man. I think
I got the New York Giants shocking the Commanders on Sunday. I think that the regression for the Commanders starts Sunday. I think that they are. It's not going to be because Jaden Daniels, right? Jaden Daniels is a baller. He's a stud.
Yeah, who knows, bro?
He's great.
He might have a sophomore slump, bro. We didn't think CJ Stroud would have one.
Right. And I could see that. I just think naturally Jaden Daniels is a more talented QB in all aspects.
Yeah, that's true.
Rather than CJ Stroud, to be honest with you.
He's got more weapons under his arsenal than CJ Stroud.
But I think that this Giants pass rush is something that I feel like people talk about, but don't talk about enough. When you drafted Abdul Carter, you still got Kayvon Thibodeau, and you still got Brian Burns.
Yeah.
Them and the Dolphins, man. They talk about their edge rushers, dude. You could get to the quarterback. You could get to Jaden Daniels. You'll disrupt a lot of what they may want to go ahead and do, right? And when they start becoming one-dimensional with their let's keep it a stack. Austin Eckler is running back one on their depth chart right now, right? I'm not saying Austin Eckler's a bad running back by any means.
No, but I mean, he's probably going to be, I hate to say it, he's probably going to miss like half the year at least.
But I just don't see, I personally don't think that, I could see where week one there's madness, right? When there's things that, if there's one game that people are going to come out and be like, whoa, did you see what happened on Sunday?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to predict that the Giants go ahead and steal a game for the Commanders to start the year. Because, again, it's week one.
Yeah.
I'll take it with Russ behind the helm and a much more improved
defense. So you got the Giants to win that. All right.
I got the Giants.
All right, man. I feel you. That's valid. Okay, so where we at here?
I think we got Carolina, Jacksonville. What do you think about that?
I'm going Jacksonville. I think there hasn't been a lot of talk about Travis Hunter in this offseason, bro. Like he's fought, like in fantasy, he's like a 10th round pick. I think we're all underestimating how much they're going to use Travis Hunter and how valuable he's going to be to that offense. And Liam Cohen's the coach now. He made Baker Mayfield into he revived Baker Mayfield's career. Or played a role in it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think we see a T-Law emergence this year. I think Jacksonville.
This game's in Jacksonville, right?
Yes.
Give me Carolina. I'm taking Carolina. I think that
Carolina, man.
Bryce Young, since he got put back in,
he's been playing good
lineup, right? He's only gotten better and better and better. I think that he builds off that to start the year.
Yep.
He's got a weapon now in Tet, which I
love Tet, man.
At first I was skeptical. I'm not. I think that dude's gonna be a real problem. And I got the Carolina Panthers winning a pretty close game.
All right, I can see it. I think both Bryce and T Law will have like an emergence sort of this year.
Right.
And if it doesn't happen with T Law, man, that's it. Sit for your boy, honestly, man.
That's it.
Sit for your boy. All right, what we got next?
We've got San Francisco and at Seattle.
This is a tough one, bro. Because this is also a division game.
Mm-hmm.
At Seattle? I don't know, man. Give me Seattle, low key, bro. Wait. I don't know, man. I forgot. No. I forgot that CMC is entering the year completely healthy, and that's a game changer a little bit. But I don't know, man. This is a really tough game to call. Who's favored?
Right now they got San Fran minus 2.5.
San Fran's favored against
by 2.5. Mm-hmm.
All right, give me Seattle.
Give me Seattle.
Give me Seattle. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with San Fran. I think that their defense is still formidable enough to stop Sam Darnold.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. Sam Darnold played really good for most of the year last year,
and they got CMC back. I mean, if CMC is as healthy as the organization is saying he is,
that's really like that's what moves the table for me. Honestly,
I'll put my chips
I think
in
I could
San
go there
Fran.
too, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll put my chips in. I
just feel
San
like.
Fran.
Yeah, I feel you. To me, I just look whenever I see an away team favored, I'm like, I don't like that, bro. I feel like I got to go the other way.
We've got the debut of Cam Ward at Denver.
Well, unfortunately, the Broncos their defense. He's playing the best defense in the league for his first start. That's just not a good look for Cam Ward. They're not winning that game.
My boy. Cam Ward is my boy. You know that he's my boy.
Yeah,
but he's starting off with an L.
It's
gonna be Denver.
Unfortunately,
I think it's gonna be a lot closer than what the odds makers are saying. So get this:
it's an 8-point favorite.
They're about almost at an 8-point favorite, right? And it's minus 400 on the Denver money line, bro. That's, to me, I felt that's a little steep. Again, this is week 1. People forget madness happens in week 1.
It's true, bro.
I don't have the Titans winning, especially on the road, right? But I do think that it's a little bit more of a competitive game than
right
what they're listening right now. Probably a game of the week. We got Detroit at Green Bay.
This is another tough one to call. Like, if I was a betting man, I would bet Lions because they're the underdogs at home, and I think they're really. Or is it at Green Bay?
It's at Green Bay.
At Green Bay. Never mind. This is a tough one to call because I feel like the Packers will be a lot better this year than last year. I don't know, bro. Honestly, though, give me the Lions, bro. Give me the Lions.
I too am going with Detroit.
I'm going with Detroit.
Yeah,
I just trust the Lions a lot more than I trust Green Bay. Like, I do think Green Bay has a lot of potential, right? But I mean, they're not proving. Detroit's proven.
Well, I mean, Green Bay obviously just added Micah, right? So that's gonna be a pretty big addition to that defense. But I'm gonna stick with what I've seen and what I know, and that's Detroit.
Detroit.
So we got Houston at the Rams.
Give me the Rams.
Rams?
Yeah, give me the Rams. Stafford's healthy. They just added Devontae Adams. Their defense is pretty solid. Their pass rush is pretty solid. It's at home too. It's in LA.
It's at home.
Yeah, give me the Rams.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams too. I don't like what Houston did this year with their line or whatever they decided to do to change their offensive line. And we saw how that messed up CJ Stroud entirely last year. That contributed to his sophomore slump.
Yeah. Their line was pretty ass.
It was pretty atrocious. So I'm going to go with LA to start the year off with the win. Sunday Night Football, Lamar at Josh.
Yeah, this is the hardest game to call, I think, right here. Baltimore, Buffalo. This could go either way to me. I think. It's at Buffalo?
It's at Buffalo.
Yeah, this is a tough one to call, man.
I'm going Baltimore.
I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm going Baltimore. I think the Ravens, and again, I'll go through this in our segment when we talk about divisions. I got Baltimore coming out of the AFC
for sure. I think Baltimore is definitely, I think, winning that division.
This is the conference, but again, we'll get into that. But yeah, I got Baltimore starting off the year 1-0.
I mean, they're gonna get
their get back. They're gonna get their get back from the drop pass from Mark Andrews.
Yeah, I definitely got Baltimore right there.
And then to wrap it up, we got Minnesota at Chicago, Monday Night Football. Ben Johnson.
Give me the Bears,
Chicago.
bro. Ooh. Give me the Bears, man. I don't know nothing about JJ McCarthy yet, bro. The jury is completely out on JJ, bro.
Okay.
And we got Ben Johnson. The Bears have added some pieces on offense. Caleb Williams taking a sophomore leap. I got the Bears, man. I got the Bears.
We've talked about it week one.
They do have a great Vikings do have a great defense though,
but this is where madness can happen, right? And if Caleb Williams is number one, right, like who we thought he was, right? But if Ben Johnson is who we think he is, right, which I'm sure he is.
Yep.
That is a pretty good offense that's now complementing a defense that's already pretty respected. That's already pretty formidable.
Yeah,
so
they got good guys.
I do have. I'll take Chicago winning week one as well. So there you have it. We'll tally up where we differed and see who comes out with a better record between you and I. But that's our picks for week one. Perfect segue right to wrap up the show.
For sure.
Is going to be who we think are going to win these divisions, right? So I figured we'd probably start with the NFC, work our way towards the AFC East for last, right?
Yep.
Let's go ahead and let's talk about the NFC West. We'll work from the west to the east. So we got Seattle, San Fran, Arizona, and the Rams.
Seattle, Arizona, Rams. What is it? Seattle, Arizona, Rams,
San Fran.
It's tough. I think if the Rams stay healthy, they got that division in the bag.
Okay.
Yep.
The back injury for Stafford concerns me.
It concerns me a lot.
Yeah. While we picked them to win week one, I do obviously think that they're going to win week one. It's so much hinges on, in this division. So much hinges on health, man. If CMC gets injured, completely forget about the pick that I'm about to say. Right. If Stafford gets injured, it completely just
this division is just so like injury dependent. I don't know, man. I think Seattle, if Sam Darnold plays good, they're not a bad team either. I don't know if they're better than, I don't know.
I've got the 49ers coming back and reminding people, kind of like how the Dolphins should do, but I got the 49ers coming back and reminding people that they're pretty freaking good.
All right.
I got San Fran winning the division. You got the Rams, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's go ahead and let's talk about probably the crappiest division in all of football, NFC South. What are you thinking about there? Carolina, Atlanta, Tampa Bay, and New Orleans.
I mean, the Bucks are walking away with that, bro.
The Bucks are
walking away with that. They have the easiest, arguably the easiest path to the playoffs.
And I got New Orleans coming in last.
yeah. New Orleans is coming in last. I think Carolina, Atlanta are kind of like similar situations to me, like emerging young quarterbacks.
Putting my chips in with the Carolina Panthers coming in at the second seed, bro.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that, man. If Bryce Young plays the way he did second half of the year, he's good.
I'm putting my chips in with them, bro. All right, so we agree with that one. Now we got the NFC North, right? Probably the toughest division in football, right? We got the Bears, the Packers, the Vikings, and the Lions. What do you got?
Honestly, I think the Lions take it again. The Packers will give them a nice run for their money, but I think ultimately, I just feel like that Lions team is still hurting from that NFC Championship loss, and they're like really hungry to get back. And I still got it. That team, that locker room is a lot stronger to me than any other team. And I'm going with the Lions, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna double down and go with the Lions too. They're gonna repeat as champs. I like the Packers. If there is gonna be anyone to say anything about it, it should be the Packers. Right?
Yeah, right. It should be.
I just think the Lions have a better team. In general,
I agree.
They just have a better team than the Packers. I mean, it's possible that they split the season series. I could see that happening, right? I could see the Bears splitting the season series. I feel like it's a little bit more competitive, right? You still have the Vikings there. Definitely going to be a lot more competitive. But again, sticking to what I know, I'm going with the Lions.
Yep.
NFC East, are we going to see a repeat of Philly, or do you got something to say about that?
Yeah. I think it's Philly again.
Yeah. Here's my hot take, though. Philly's going to win the division. I think Dallas makes the playoffs. I'm going ahead and saying that Dallas Cowboys are going to make the playoffs regardless of all the shit that's been going on in the offseason. Jerry Jones.
What makes you say that the Dallas Cowboys are going to make the playoffs?
Because Dak Prescott is healthy again.
He's good.
Dak Prescott is healthy again.
Their offense to me is not a question. I think they can slang, they can air it out. They're really good offensively, but it's like losing Michael Parsons. I don't know if Trayvon Diggs is coming back.
Trayvon's back. Deron Bland signs his extension.
Just signed.
So they got their corner position.
It's like, can their defense hang, bro? Maybe.
I think that they're good. People kind of just. I'm not saying. Please don't take this as law, right? I'm not saying Kenny Grant is fucking is Micah Parsons, obviously, right? Like, obviously not, right? We know that's a downgrade, yeah. Right? But Kenny Grant is Kenny Grant. Kenny Grant, he's a good player.
He's nice.
He's a really good defensive tackle, a very good defensive tackle. So It's not like you completely just ignored the trenches in this exchange.
I just feel like you lose like a DPOY candidate. That's like a big loss.
Absolutely. I just think, and again, they're not winning week 1. I think that
that's a good. I mean, it is a valid take. Don't get me wrong.
I still feel like Dallas can make the playoffs, even if it's as a 7th seed, right? Again, man, I the more I'm looking at the Commanders,
you think they have a slump this year?
The more, I'm not saying they're gonna be ass. I just don't think they're gonna be as good.
Yeah, you think that they come flying, crashing down to earth a little bit. Because in reality, well, let's be real. Like the Commanders, up until they won that playoff game or those 2 playoff games, nobody really had anything to say about the Commanders. Like it was just like, oh, congrats. Like you're happy to be here in the playoffs. And then they won those games and it was like, okay, now we're taking y'all seriously.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So it's, I feel you. I could see that happening. I could see like a slump.
I got the Commanders just taking a step down just a little bit, just coming back down to earth. So we'll take that with the NFC. So now let's work our way to the AFC. AFC West, Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders.
I mean, you can't bet against the Chiefs, bro. The Chiefs are winning that division. The Broncos are a lot better this year than last year. The Chargers, this is a good division, but they're not. None of these teams are winning the division over the Chiefs.
Listen, until further note, until the Chiefs prove to me that they won't win the division, I won't bet against the Chiefs.
Yeah, bro.
The Chiefs
we're not betting against the Chiefs.
We got the AFC South, right? We got number 1 overall pick, Cam Ward.
This is arguably the other worst division in football.
Jacksonville, which got Travis Hunter, the number 2 overall pick, right? We've got the Indianapolis Colts with Danny Dimes leading the helm, at the helm, right? And then we have, who am I missing? The
Titans?
The Texans.
Jags. The Texans. They'll probably win the division. It's tough, though, because they didn't look good last year. But maybe I think they're still the best team in that division.
Yeah, Texans defense is going to still have enough to, keep those games close. You still have CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, right? I don't think, for whatever reason, people don't talk about the Christian Kirk signing as much as I feel like they should. This dude can play.
He's been solid everywhere he's been.
That dude is a solid number 2 with the additions that they had in Jaden Higgins, which I think is going to be a really
Jaden Higgins is going to be great.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Texans still to take the division. We got the AFC North, right? We got Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers. What you got?
Ravens are winning that, and I think obviously the Ravens are winning that division. The Steelers, I don't think are gonna be that bad. I think the Browns are gonna be better than people think. Like Joe Flacco with that team, they did pretty well, and I don't trust the Bengals defense at all.
I'm going to go with the Ravens too. And I'm taking it a step further. I'm telling you again, the Ravens are winning the division and they're coming out of the conference. I think we see Lamar Jackson.
We got to see that happen, bro.
With the improvements they made on the defensive side of the ball, man.
They had Jair Alexander now.
I'm sorry, but I think that the Ravens are primed and destined to win, to not just make the Super Bowl, to win the Super Bowl. So I'm very, very high on the Ravens, in case you can't tell. And then obviously, I think Pittsburgh too. I'm not gonna go and pick them to win the division. Man, you could either be really right or really wrong. It all depends on number 8.
Yeah, honestly, bro, I think you're right. All is A-Rod like close to being good? Like he just has to be like more than serviceable.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see. And then, of course,
we'll see. But I think the Bengals come in last place in that division.
You think the Browns are a better team than the Bengals?
I don't know, man. I feel like Joe Flacco and the Browns were not. They seem to like mesh well together. Stefanski and Joe Flacco have a thing, bro. They got a thing going on. That's my bold prediction is that
the Bengals end up last.
The freaking Bengals end up in last place again, man.
And then, of course, best for last, we got Buffalo, Miami, New York, and New England.
Yeah.
Who's taking the division?
Probably Buffalo, and then us, and then New England and the Jets.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Buffalo.
Yeah.
Until we get, again, it's one of those things, kind of like the Chiefs at the West, right? Like until further notice, until you prove them wrong, there's nothing that's gonna make me think that Buffalo can't win this division again.
Yeah, bro, they wiped the floor. We've beaten them literally once in the Tua era.
Once.
So till then, Buffalo's got the division.
Yeah. Hopefully for us, I think we play well enough. I still think we're going to play well enough to get into the dance and get into the playoffs. I feel like there's been a crazy amount of disrespect regarding the Dolphins and their talent. Like, again, people are forgetting that once Tua, Tyreek, Waddle, Achane, like, these are playmakers.
Yeah. We got some dogs.
And we got them the ball, and we utilize them well, which I'm sure McDaniel will do. I don't see us losing more than 7 games. I don't see.
I don't think so either.
More than 7 games.
I don't think so either.
But yeah, I got Buffalo. So pretty much AFC, everybody's repeating as division champs. I didn't see the needle move too much within these AFC teams.
Yeah.
To make me think that any of the division winners from last year are going to change this year.
Yeah, we'll go back and look at how we feel after week 1. But that's how I feel you.
Just as of now. So, man, that pretty much wraps it up, man.
That's a wrap for, pre-week 1. But yeah, there we go. Looking forward to week 1. We'll see y'all pretty soon, week 2.
Best time of the year, baby. Y'all take care.